Let me get that other light. Go ahead, go lay down, Artie Pants. Full moon in Cancer. Blech. Lay down, Artie. Oh yeah, it's out. It's big and it's real pretty. And the clouds have cleared. They're clearing. And so you can see it. Alright, let's do this. I'm sleepy. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hale empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. It's kind of a... I don't know, it started out heavy. The day started out heavy for me, energetically. And I equate frequency in emotions are interchangeable as far as I'm concerned. It's I think about things a little bit differently than other people do. But what are you gonna do? So I went into town early. My buddy Augustine called me, and I wanted to give him about half of those pinto beans that I made, because I made too much and I knew there's no way we were gonna eat all those. So I brought him about a pound of pinto beans, and then a few cookies, and then some of those one of those carving sets. And he was so grateful. He was so happy. It made his whole day. And then we went down. I was gonna go check the mail. I started that way, and I never made it all the way down that way, because it's all the way at the far end of town. And I saw the kid Soul. I saw him, and he was with his girlfriend. They were walking up the road, and I stopped and talked with them a couple minutes. And they just moved back to town. She got a trailer on the outskirts, so they're in better standing. His van wasn't working so good. You know, it was kind of a tough situation for him, so I'm glad that he's looking for a job. So I'm glad that they're getting in better standing. And because it's cold out. I gave them both a pair of socks. Could give them a lecture. I'm always preaching to people. Take care of your feet. Take care of your feet. Got to take care of your feet. You got to keep them warm. I gave a guy a couple of pairs at the ice house last week, and he got frostbite last year. His in his toes. He started getting frostbite, so that just verifies why the adamancy of me encouraging people to take care of their feet and stuff. So I don't know. I was having one of those days. I just could not warm up, and then this was heartbreaking. I went to my buddy wants me to make him some cookies. Finally. Finally. I'm like, dude, man. Anyway. So he brought me some trims, and then I'll make some butter and then make him his cookies, and then he'll be happy for a good long time, and so were his friends. So I went to like the Dollar General or whatever that place was, and to get some chocolate chips or something, and they didn't have any. They just had these Hershey's cream chips. We'll see what those are about. When I was leaving, or when I was pulling in, I saw this young man walking into the store, and then when I was leaving, he was walking out. And see, now I gotta buy gloves too. I gotta make sure I got gloves in the van for people because I'm out of socks now. I gotta re-up the socks, get more gloves, because I mean this. And then I pulled through the parking lot and I stopped, and the kid that I saw walked in, he was walking out, and he didn't have gloves on. And what he bought some Windex and like a chamois, and he was gonna go around freezing ass cold this morning and offer and offer to wash people's windshield for money. I said, hey, I know you, and his hair looked longer. Kid isn't even 16 years old yet. His parents put him out on the street because he was an extra mouth to feed. And I remember seeing him. He was like, I said, hey, I recognize you. His hair's longer, you know. I said, how old? He's like, I'm about to be 16. I said, I saw you. Like, it was like the day his parents put him out. Like, he didn't know what. Like, he was in shock. His face was white. He didn't know where he was going to sleep. He didn't know what he was. This is what, I mean, see, that's the thing. All these love and lighters and stuff like that, they are not boots on the ground. They are not doing anything significant in their communities like this, helping frickin' anybody beneath their frickin' economic tax bracket. So I gave the kid 20. I said, here's $20. He said, do you want me to wash your windows? I said, no. I want you to get something warm to eat. You know, I fucking wish I had more to get, you know. I should have gave it more. This is everywhere. This is towns everywhere, but everybody, so many people live in the best version of their life. And yeah, and so karmically, I get why the cycles happen. I get why the cycles happen karmically. You know? God don't like what we do on Earth. So Earth is like an erector set. Or not an erector set, other one. What do you call it? I got Etch-a-Sketch. I have one around here. Earth is like an Etch-a-Sketch, and when we ain't doing right, reset. It'll happen. Maybe not my lifetime, but somebody in my bloodline, it'll be in their, you know. Now I'm getting super hot. I gotta take off my t-shirt, my sweatshirt now. It was chilly. Now it's not. I freaking woke up. It was so cold. The front door was open. It was bizarre. I just tripped over my weight. It was open like that far, and I was like, holy cow.
It was open that long?
Yeah, all night long. And then the freaking window the window in the room where Stanley's his second litter, but back there his litter box is. Uh-huh. I left that open, so it was nice and cold when I woke up to nice and cold in here, but the heater kept kicking on. I was like, oh my God. Sweet Lord. Just be grateful we have heat, man. We grew up, we didn't have nothing. We didn't have amenities. We didn't have food. All these creature comforts. People just play too much. They just want too much. They just, you know, everything. They feel bad. Everybody feels bad on the inside for one reason or the other. And then so they gotta do all this external stuff to make themselves feel better. Really? Seems like we could have made a better Earth. Seems like we could have. It's alright, Tuck. I had to call and get Tuck's nails done. I hate taking him to do that. But he don't mind. He's a trooper. I just hate it, you know. So the nice lady said, call Monday. They're short-handed because people got stuck in weather up north. So they didn't have the staff to accommodate them today. And I said, that's fine. I was looking at next week. I'm just trying to prepare next week. So, how you doing today, Ma?
Good.
Doing good? You happy, lady?
Yeah.
Yep, you just never complain. 5 planets in Sagittarius. You just never know what's going on with. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Sometimes I don't know. She can get just as grabby as I can. Sometimes, ma. Not very often. You're usually really even well mannered, even happy. You know, grateful. You're always grateful. I don't remember a time that you weren't grateful in your life. For whether it's the fact that you can walk, that you're alive. So the imposed reality continues. I can't believe how many. I mean, it just gets worse and worse as time goes on, and we just have to watch it. Us like logical minded, because you can't. I mean, the deck is stacked. You can't do anything. You really can't. Because I'm not even a violent person. I don't condone violence. I try to get people to de-escalate their. Talk crap if you want to, but don't go to throwing blows. There's no reason for that. People get violent, and God, there's so much aggression. There's just so much aggression. Just people just haven't channeled their energy in positive ways, and it's coming out sideways. I can't. I don't keep track of what's going on in the media. I don't. I don't. I can't. It's just so it's just all misappropriation of funds. It's all money laundering. It's all a show. It's all to get people to get riled up and to focus on that stuff that makes them all mad. Because if people are looking at that stuff and they're in a perpetual state of anger or fear or whatever, then they're not going to do anything to... I dare say, it's such a cliche, it's such a... the word. To manifest a better world. They're not going to focus and put their energy into that, because people are just too busy focusing on this imposed reality that's being, shoved down our throat. Luna! Tuck! He don't want your kisses no more. She's not in the mood. Tuck, go lie down. Luna. No pissiness. Go lie down, Tuck. He's not in the mood. Go on. There you go, buddy. Go on. Good doggy. Good dog. Good boy. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. Mom and I watched Flatch. I can't believe I got Mom to watch Flatch. It is such a corny show. But it's just so nice to see people support people. And that's where I go to get that feeling of camaraderie and stuff. I got to go on TV and to find it, Although we did feel it, and I know that guy, that kid, man, this morning when I gave him $20, I said no. And I gave him a pair of socks too. I said, "You have gloves?" He's like, "No," and his hands were like all pink, and they're gonna get all wet, He's gonna wash windows. You're gonna get wet. He's so cold. Anyway, he had a big heavy coat on. I think he grew into his boots. I should tell him on Wednesdays at the park. There's people down there that are offering hot meals. And then they give out socks and stuff like that too, and boots.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. So it's not just me. I mean, it's more. I mean, people definitely recognize the need that, especially because there's so many people having so much fun in their freaking obnoxiously overpriced vehicles, living in their Airbnb, staying in their Airbnbs, popping around, just experiencing life here and there. And it's just like, a lot of these places, there's people that are just trying to live. Every day I'm seeing people looking for places to live. Every single day. And it's all a club, People are getting like, nah. Used to be a lot easier to find a place to live. They're just, so people are finding alternatives. I've been watching Joey the Gypsy's talk lately. His talks lately. He's a carpenter too. He's very very resourceful. Where you going, Tuck? Where you going, bud? And he's starting to give me ideas of ways I can modify the van and make it more efficient and things like that. So anyway, who knows? Good boy, Benny. But he's got a lot of useful information. But I thought about him when I saw that kid because he did a video about like teaching people how to earn money, you know, and you know, fucking yeah. He said his aren't like post-apocalyptic, but God, man, that's what the world definitely is starting to feel like, man. It's definitely starting to feel post-apocalyptic. And it'll trickle out, you know. A lot of people's worlds are ending. I'm seeing a lot of different weird freaking deaths. That's Tucker trying to get into the garbage under the sink. I gotta put rubber bands on it. Get out of there, you little turd. You're such a smart boy. You're just ornery in your gifts. You're ornery with your gifts. Good boy. Go lay down. I love you. I should not positively reinforce that behavior. He's just, I don't know. He's my little old man, and I don't even care. I don't care, man. They're all getting old, and it's the hard part. It's the winter part of their lives, and I love them so much. They can just do whatever they want, pretty much. And they're good dogs, man. They gotta go outside, they go stand by the door and let me know. So that's always appreciated. Tuck, get out of his ear. Tuck, get out of his ear. Come on. Go on. Go ahead. Go lay down. There, get comfy. I'm almost done. I'm not talking a long time. So yeah, it was just super cold. I never felt like I warmed up today. And I just feel for people, you know. Every day I pray all the time that, you know, God, if you want me to freaking help people in a big way, you're gonna freaking give me the means to make it happen, you know, or at least put me in the line with the people that can. You know, I don't care if people use my ideas. I don't care. That's why I put my ideas out there. So I don't care if somebody just give credit where credit's due. It's like, you know, that's all. Just give credit where credit's due. I don't need my cut and all that, you know, whatever. If it's going to impact people's lives in a positive way, I'm good with that. I don't like, too many times in my life people have taken ideas that were mine and played them off as their own. So I ain't into that freaking that's horse shit as far as I'm concerned. There's plenty of ideas to be had on the planet, so there's enough ideas to go around. People can have their own. Anyway. Yeah, it's already been like 20 minutes, so. California's still getting a lot of weather. Santa Cruz, I think it's so funny. I watch these people that put these video up, you know, and the ocean's coming in, right? The oceans are just coming in, and they don't relent, and they don't care about the people that are recording on the beach and stuff like that, you know. And you hear people, and they're kind of in shock, you know. I hear a lot. Oh my God, I have never seen it like this here before, and I just think it's just so telling. You've lived in that freaking heaven on earth your whole entire life, and what do people do with it? You know, people have so much, and what do people do with it? Maybe I shouldn't have watched Defending Your Life at such a young age, and that seed was planted long ago. You know, maybe that was But definitely, there is definitely scales of balance, and Things are out of balance, and they're only going to get worse, man. They're going to get wonkier and weirder. And the more people ignore it and act like, and go around living their best lives, and as the cracks of society keep, I don't care. People are just, they can absolutely live good lives. It's just when they're not giving back ever at all, ever to anybody. That's just one-sided. That's just, there's. But that's what human beings are conditioned to do. They stop teaching kids how to share, in kindergarten. Then it's every person for themselves, all that stuff, competition stuff, division stuff. So hopefully it'll change, huh, Ma? What do you think?
It'll change.
It'll change. You think so?
I think so.
It's gonna get to. We're gonna keep reaching that collective wave of bullshit, though. Speaking of collective or ginormous waves, there was a huge surfer died my age, 47, 48. Freaking doing what he loved. Isn't that what they always say? Died doing what he loved. Freaking, one of those ginormous waves where people have no business being in, but, except for the selected few. And then, because it's dangerous and people die, and the guy did, so. What people are allowed to do compared to, what they shouldn't be doing, it's just weird to me. Anyway, all in all, I don't know, it's good to see my buddy, and I told him, I said, I probably won't go into town tomorrow. It's too cold, and I'm a baby. I just don't want to go, Ain't nothing to go in there for. Anyway. What else? I think that's it. I'm just trying to be chill, man. Just trying to stay even keel. It's not always this Cancer full moon, man. It's another one of those days. It's another one of those days that I feel like my freaking electrical, my endocrine system, my neurologicals are just freaking connected to the a freaking power source directly, and it's just amped up. So trying to transmute that, and be where my hands are, just constantly telling myself that everything's fine, everything's okay, even though my body doesn't feel like it is. And that's just how I spend a lot of my days. Maybe it won't always be like that. It probably won't be. It hasn't always been like that, Spend a lot of time thinking about other people. I listen to other people's talks on their points of view on their tubes, and it helps pass the time, But I don't know if I never really imagined what my life was going to be, but if I did, it probably wouldn't have been what it is now. It's pretty quiet though. We don't mind, huh, Ma? I mean, who's gonna complain about hanging out with their dogs all day and their mom, huh? Right? Yeah. Sitting in gratitude today. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.